Well, here's an exciting place, or actually a grant. Well, actually, it's not a grant; it's a loan, but it's a forgivable loan. I mean, who in the world could give you a forgivable loan unless the government? See, if you go get a loan from a bank or anybody else, man, they want their goddamn money back, right? The government has forgivable loans, and this is down in Texas, where they're giving up to $50,000 for a home-based business. You can have a business at home and get $50,000 because the COVID hurt your business, and it's forgivable. Home-based business, and actually even nonprofits. So that's the kind of stuff that's out there. Well, here's another new one, and that's a brand new program, just started in the last couple of days. Here's another one. You have to find local nonprofit organizations that they're giving out. Here they're bragging that they saved gave rental assistance to 113 people. There's a little nonprofit in I forget where that is, in Illinois, right? So it's somewhere in Illinois. Oh, Springfield, Illinois. No, that's the capital, isn't it? So that's why you just can't call SBA and think you got everything of your business. So and this is for individuals, not for a business. So these are all new programs that actually through Google Alerts, and I've told you how to do that. Okay, here Pennsylvania has a rental assistance program that is has 150, and it's actually for mortgages and rentals. They have $150 million, but they only gave out $90 million. Not enough people applied. How do you like those bananas? Man, isn't that terrible? And so it's still around. This has just been in the news on the 14th. That's 2 days ago. And so the money is there for rental and mortgage and payments, and actually they paid the landlord, and up to like $75, $750 a month, I think. How many months it goes, but that's the kind of thing that's available. Listen, I mean, they only $9 million out of $150 million. What's that? 7% or something like that. So it's not being used. Most of these things are used, particularly rent. You think that usually goes in a couple of weeks. So that's why you never know. And I can't guarantee that you have this same thing where you are or whatever, but I am trying to show you what the kinds of things are out there, and you got to dig it, man. You dig it, you got to dig at it. Okay, here's another one. What's this one? I know. This is, listen, if you're in jail, you're still eligible for $1,200 for the stimulus check, the first stimulus check. They weren't sending them to people in jail, but now they are. So if you know somebody in jail, you have a family member in jail, okay, make sure they get that. So call your local 211, call your elected official to make sure the person in jail, because they may not have a way to do it. And I think there's only a certain time they have to sign up to get this. So that's important. 88,000 people in jail are going to get $1,200, but they have to apply. They have to make sure they're on the list. Okay, here's another one. $10,000. Where is this? Okay, $10,000 in grants and loans, and this is a city in California, and it's another CARES Act relief fund, and they're using it from the it's called the Community Development Block Grant. That's where a lot of this money goes as a block grant. And then goes to this county, the city, or whatever, and they decide how they want to send it out, because maybe this city needs more rent money, this city needs more job training or whatever. So this is how they send out money. That's why you have to fill out your census form so you get all this block grant money. That's how they give the block grant money. How many people live there? So if you're not filling out a census form, they don't think you're there, and you're not going to get a good enough share of that block grant money that goes out. See, that's why it's an average. Filling out the census form, your city gets an average of like $18,000 from the government every year. So you're going to shrink that if you don't fill out the census form. And see, when your local government gets the money, then it goes to you. It goes to you for your business. It goes to you to pay rent. It goes to you to do stuff. That's what it's for. Yeah, sure. Some goes in the pockets of somebody else, but that's another thing, right? Okay, so what is it? St. Cloud. Okay, St. Cloud. This is a business grant. They have $5,000, and $10,000. And also, don't forget, all these COVID grants for business also normally always will include nonprofit organizations. You're like a business, you just don't make a profit, right? You're not allowed to. It's against the law. But you're still employing people. That's why what these grants are for, money, is really to employ people. And that's why we encourage people starting businesses, growing businesses. That's why there's so many programs allowed. Now, if you're a member, Let's Go Help, I have a report for every state. Just tell me your state, go and start a new discussion on Let's Go Help. And I'll give you a whole list of all the offices in your state to check what's available. Okay. We don't know. Nobody knows. Illinois, here. This is Illinois. I guess I've been reading the news a lot, has a lot of civil unrest. So if your business was affected, like you lost business because they're rioting in the streets. I missed this one. I'm so busy. I missed this news. But they have money. Okay. They have money to give to businesses that were hurt. Like that. And so, but you have to know your bank's not going to give you money. They'll give you money. And that is in Illinois, but it's also for nonprofits too. Yeah, I think it's a whole state. Oh, now speaking of SBA, what to remember is that the emergency money, that was the EIDL, that is still available, but not the grant part. Now, the Paycheck Protection Program is not available anymore. They're going to get more money for that. The EIDL money is available. And what's interesting, the grant part isn't. It used to be you get up to $10,000 grant, and then you get a loan. But I think you should still consider, if you're a business, applying for this, because look, the interest rate is 3.75%. And if you're a nonprofit, it's only 2.75%. So if you're using money on your credit card or bank, nobody's going to charge you that little. And here's another thing. You don't have to pay anything on the loan for a year. So your first year, the payments start in 12 months. And that's pretty cool. And you could get, probably up to $1 million or 700,000. But even if you need just 5,000, 10,000 or whatever, man, paying 3.7% or 2.7% if you're a nonprofit is a lot better than 7, 8, 10%, and the credit cards are 15, 18, 20%. That's crazy. They put a mask on and a gun and they give you a credit. That's terrible. But if you're a member, let me know what state. I'll send you how to get all the grant money for your state. And also who to check. And it really is, see, I'm trying to get people to use the phone more. You have to call. And actually, if you're not a member and you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, I'll put a link there that you could download a report, shows you how to set up news alerts. So you get things like this as soon as they happen every day. Every day you get this. And also who to contact locally. Where you live, you're going to have to do a little digging anyway, but no matter what you do, you're going to have to be doing. Remember, and I just did this video, I think this morning or something like that, or put it up this morning about how, the most important thing about looking for this kind of money or help or whatever, it's going to take work. Probably more than you thought, because everybody's selling you information. Oh, it's going to be easy. Just make one phone call, boy, and you get a check. And Ed McMahon comes to your door driving the van and a big check. No, that's bullshit. It happens to somebody, sure. But the most important thing you have to remember in applying for this, that it's going to take effort on your part. And you have to contact the offices. That's how you figure out where this stuff is. So that's why when you get my report about your state or whether, you contact them. Hey, what programs do you have? Because some of them be listed, some won't be listed. It's just too complicated. And if you're trying to rely on Google for this, you're going to be overwhelmed, and you can't. So that's why that free report, if you download it in the description, will show you how to use Google and who to contact in your state. Okay? So you don't even have to give me any money.